nobody in prison is very good at following the rules. Well, we're kind of all in prison because we couldn't follow the rules. But it's interesting to see how the officers will, there's rules. The prison has all kinds of rules that nobody follows, right? Like you can't take food back to the unit. Everybody takes food back to the unit. You can't trade clothes. Everybody trades clothes. And then there's these rules like you can't be in the same bed for more than 1 year. Because and the reason this rule was created was because sometime back before the year 2000, somebody dug kind of the Shawshank Redemption thing. They dug out of their cell, right? But in federal prison, like we're all in units and then there's razor wire, like you could never dig out of your cell. It wouldn't make any sense, but they create the rule because one person it happened to once and then they never change the rule. So 30 years later, they still have these policies. Some people enforce them in prison, some people don't. That was the part that was confusing for me. When I got to Dublin, they told me all of these rules, like there's all kinds of no touching rules that nobody follows. There's all kinds of, it's just, you can't wear your hair a certain way. You can't color your hair a certain way. I mean, there's just all these different kinds of rules that nobody follows. You read through the rules book and you're like, oh, I remember when I worked in the education department and my boss, I was telling her, I said, listen, like we have all of these little erasers and pencils for when the kids come in to visiting and the girls are stealing them and they use them to trade for different things in the unit. And she goes, well, Portia, here's the thing. She called me louder. Well, louder, here's the thing. We haven't been able to figure out how to get only the people that know how to behave really well into prison yet. And that's when I started laughing. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, yeah, none of us are that good at following rules.